Each time I travel, I always have that feeling that I'm missing home. And now that I'm here in Los Angeles, I want to experience a bit of home here in LA. Is there a little Bangladesh? That's what I want to find out. So that's a part of LA that I want to visit. How much of home is brought here in LA? So let's go check it out. Little Bangladesh. So 5 minutes on the metro from 7th Street now here in Wilshire, Vermont. And it looks lovely. Look at that. Very nice area here. So it'll be about a 15-minute walk until we reach Little Bangladesh. So what's my expectation? Well, this is a new sort of 10-15-year-old area that's been dedicated to the Bangladeshi community that are here in Los Angeles. And whether it brings a bit of local culture, shops, restaurants, I don't know what to expect. So it's a bit of being a bit open-minded, because I'm not quite expecting it how it is like in Little Tokyo and Chinatown, where you get all the hoo-ha. But a bit of a little taste of Bangladesh brought here in LA. That's what I want to experience. Wow, look at that. A long queue, a long line just for a breakfast burrito. How many of you have heard of a Little Bangladesh here in LA? Leave it in the comment section below if you have or if you haven't. Because when I arrived here in LA and was on the taxi to the hotel, the lady asked me where I'm from, my origin is from. I said Bangladesh. And she never heard of the country before. So I had to geographically explain where Bangladesh itself was located, which is very fascinating. How many people actually know of Bangladesh? How many people actually know what it's like to be Bangladeshi or the culture of Bangladesh? Very fascinating, especially here in America. Parts like LA. They don't know, we gotta show them, right? So that right there is the Islamic Center of Southern California. So I've just taken a turn onto 3rd Street, and right over my shoulder there is the sign that says Little Bangladesh. So from New Hampshire to Alexandra Avenue, I believe, is where within those 5 blocks that it sits, the Bangladeshi community, or the dedicated town for the Bangladeshi community, where you'll have Bangladeshi restaurants, food places. You can even buy Hilsha fish from around here apparently. So let's pop in down that way. So these 5 blocks, let's see exactly what they have to offer. Kind of excited. So over there we've got Kasturi Halal Meat and Grocers. Interesting. And then you look across and then you have what? Bengal Liquor. The interesting thing about this place is that it's actually used to be just Koreatown, or known as Koreatown. And there was this request, because the more and more Bangladeshi people that came over here, the request was made that this get turned into, from not just Koreatown, but Little Bangladesh. And that caused a bit of a tension and a divide between the two sides of Bangladesh and Korea as well. So the initial request for this Little Bangladesh was actually meant to be a lot longer and a lot bigger than that, but because of this tension that arose as part of this, the actual request that was accepted was a little smaller than what was initially put through. So it's fascinating to know that, because you'll see a lot of Korean shops around here and a lot of Korean people, that because now Bangladesh has come over and somewhat invaded a town that was very much Korean. Yeah, this is what causes that divide and tension. Really interesting that. There's something familiar. Village of Bangladesh, and then graffitied over national fruit of Bangladesh. You got the national bird, the national flower, the national animal, and the national fish. I mean, that's as close as I've got to anything that's actually of Bangladeshi nationality, origin, of Bangladeshi color, of however you want to call the substance. I've just not seen enough people here yet, or maybe I'm here a little too early, who knows. Well, that was kind of sad. So that lady you just see on your screen right now walking across the road, so she's been carrying a little trolley, and that's a Bengali lady who has been going from shop to shop trying to sell each shop the items in her trolley. So people have been dying to come over to the United States and enjoy a better life, and this is exactly what they're doing. It's a shame, it's a struggle, it's a pain, and it's hard to be able to hear that you want to come to a place like this and think you're going to live the wonderful life, you're going to get your golden ticket, and that's the life that you're ultimately living. Is it worth it? I know a lot of you who are wanting to come over to the United States for those specific, I mean, you want to make your life a better place, but if that's what the outcome is, hey mate, not at all. There you can see the Bangladesh flag behind me, but I just popped into Brother Nat shop, and he has been here for 35 years here in LA, and that shop he's now had for almost 10-15 years, he's saying. But he was complaining and arguing with me. Oh, is there a little Bangladesh in London? Well, I go, we do have Brick Lane, we do have Whitechapel. But he goes, you can have Brick Lane, you can have Whitechapel, but is it called Little Bangladesh? Unfortunately not, but we do have Bangla writing everywhere. So he was arguing with me that this is more of a Bangladesh here in LA than Brick Lane, Whitechapel is in London. So it was nice to have that tit for tat with him. Just bought a drink from him, but oh, really good, really nice. There's more places dedicated to the Bengali community here. I wonder what that says. Little Bangladesh. That was nice to see that they're actually making Deshi food selling Deshi food in a shop that had all the Deshi sort of spices and stuff like that. So whether you've got curries, you've got dals, you've got fish curry, all that stuff there, it was there. So very nice to see. I did ask them where they're from. They're all from Dhaka. So no Siletis there. Everyone I spoke to or managed to speak with, none of them wanted to be on camera, so they're very camera shy, but they're all from Dhaka. But what sticks in my mind is that one old lady crossing the road on that trolley. That for me symbolizes the true hardship people go through who just don't quite make it when they come to the United States. Oh, look what we have right in front of me right now. 3 of these self-delivery trucks, vans, what do you call them? It's on duty. His name is Sora. So Sora is on duty delivering something, not sure what. But they look really cool. I mean, do you think these will survive in London? I'm sure they're coming through very soon. Oh, this guy's playing hide and seek and he's off. There we go. Where is this guy off to? And there we have it, Little Bangladesh. I mean, if you had to compare Little Bangladesh in LA to Brick Lane, Whitechapel in London, how would it compare? I mean, this isn't as lively as Brick Lane or Whitechapel. There's a lot more hustle and bustle, a lot more livelihood. We've had it there for much longer in terms of our Little Bangladesh in London. I mean, there's still a lot of development that needs to happen here, and there needs to be more from the community to be done here. But all in all, it's nice to see, nice to have spoken with a couple of them. I know you didn't get to see it on camera because they're all very camera shy and don't want to come in front of camera, so I can't go past without their permission. But it was nice to see. A little touch of home brought to Los Angeles, California. Where next? I'm off to Little Tokyo. So I want to give you a bit of Asia feel on this video, so not just Bangladesh, but giving you an experience of Little Tokyo, of what Little Tokyo is all about. So I've just got off the Civic Center metro station on the B line and doing about a 15-20 minute walk over to Little Tokyo. I'm back here on downtown LA. I mean, downtown LA is obviously a business hub, so you got all the business buildings, the towers, the courts, everything pretty much here. It's a lot more grounded in the sense that the hype that you would see typically in central London, in the city of London, it's not quite that, but maybe because it's a Sunday today, maybe that's what's kind of killed the buzz a little. So the famous spots here in downtown LA, you've got the fashion district, the toy district, and Little Tokyo. One thing Little Bangladesh didn't have is this. They've got a map of Little Tokyo. Where is what? Very helpful. So I've just entered into Little Tokyo, and all around me are just restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. Japanese food. You can smell it here. It's really lovely. But I haven't got into the main heartlands of Little Tokyo yet. And that's where I want to go, because that's where it's all colorful, bright, the museums, the designs, the buildings, everything's very much Japanese orientated, and that's what I want to see. Little Bangladesh, you need to up your game, because Little Tokyo has absolutely trumped you here. Look at that. So Little Tokyo here is one of the oldest neighborhoods here in LA from the 1880s. So it's been here for quite some time in comparison to Little Bangladesh, hence why it's a lot more developed as such. But the Japanese Village Plaza, which is where we are right now, this is the heart of it. But there's a lot to sort of see, there's a lot of places to eat and lots to explore, so let's keep doing that. So what you see ahead of me there is the Japanese American National Museum. The main theme around that museum is post-World War II, telling the history, telling the story. There's even a Buddhist temple here as well. If I have time, I'll go and try and show you, but it'll be nice to get that glimpse. And all within a small circular landscape, because you have the Japanese Village Plaza just over there, which we went through. So we just did a walk around, and everything is within close proximity. There's even the Little Tokyo Metro, so you can take the A line or the E line to also get here as well. So I'm inside Little Tokyo Station, and fascinating artwork that when you read into the history and story of it, tells the story as is, the struggle that they went through to not lose Little Tokyo as a place to live. Look at that. Stop the forced dispersal destruction of Little Tokyo. And then you can see Save Little Tokyo. And all of these telling the story as is hundreds of years ago. So nothing was easy. Nothing was easy indeed. And there we have it, people, a little taste of Little Bangladesh and Little Tokyo, bringing the world at your feet here in Los Angeles, California. What did you make of that? Yes, Little Bangladesh does have a long way to go, but it's probably 100 years behind Little Tokyo. But it just gives you a bit of that contrast, that bit of that taste of what it actually brings, a taste of Asian locality here in the United States, in LA. And when you compare it to the likes of the United Kingdom, London, Whitechapel, Brick Lane, how does it fare, especially Little Bangladesh? So leave it in the comment section below what you think of it, because as I go different parts of the world, I'll always be looking out for, is there a taste of Bangladeshi presence in this country? And I think that's a new, unique taste to be able to bring and share with you. I've really enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button for this video. More importantly, the notification bell, as there's more videos coming from here in LA as well as Vegas. So I see you on my next video. Ciao. Next time on Sabirul on the Move, I visit Santa Monica, meet future Tony Hawks and see Baywatch live. Click here to watch my full Santa Monica experience.